Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be discussing what I thought of that epic and exciting trailer we got from Comic-Con for Justice League. Whew, it looks good. It looks good. Now, granted, I know we've had amazing trailers from DC before that have delivered mediocre films, but with the success and the awesomeness of Wonder Woman, I have a lot more faith in the direction and the future of DC now. So I'm going to prefer hope over pessimism in this case. In any case, we got the trailer from the Warner Brothers panel, and it was good stuff, man. It was good stuff. You know what I really liked about it? I loved the fact that they did not show us Superman at all. We got a tease of what could be Superman, and they didn't reveal a whole lot about the plot, because the Batman v Superman trailers and the Suicide Squad trailers, showed a lot that revealed a lot about the movie, and that was one of the many complaints of that film. And I believe similar complaints were made for Suicide Squad, that a lot of footage was shown in the trailers, and those trailers were pretty amazing. The films, not as much. And from what I gathered from the Justice League trailer, we got teases of some pretty epic, awesome moments in store for us. The revelation of Steppenwolf, the uniting of the League, these characters meeting each other, talking to each other, some pretty awesome battles. I think we're in store for some pretty cool stuff, and this trailer did a pretty good job at teasing all of that and not showing us everything. It's like, I keep saying it, Warner Brothers and DC are starting to really listen, to really pay attention to the mistakes from the past, and they're applying it to the present and to the future. So this trailer was not only awesome, and I have watched it multiple times, but it was also incredibly uplifting to see something so good that it was like, this was great, and it didn't reveal a whole lot about the movie. At least that's how I feel about it. So we got a lot of new stuff. For starters, by the way, I am thinking, and spoiler alert, by the way, for those of you who haven't seen Wonder Woman. Well, it's not much of a spoiler, but the opening scene of the trailer where we see the gunman take, I'm assuming it's a museum hostage, because there's a group of school children there, like they're on a field trip or something. Or it's a museum or some public gathering or place, and these gunmen take this place hostage, and Wonder Woman bursts in, saves the day, kicks ass, and I'm wondering if that scene is going to be taken from the ending of Wonder Woman, because after all, we saw her jump into the horizon as if she was responding to some kind of trouble or distress call or something, and I wonder if that opening scene of Justice League will be continuing the end of Wonder Woman. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just something else entirely, but I think that'd be kind of a cool tie-in, in my opinion. We got glimpses of Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, Batman, Cyborg. Oh my god, that moment when Cyborg basically hacks into the Batmobile, or not even the Batmobile, I think it's called the Nightcrawler or something, and then he modifies the hell out of it using his own technology. That was awesome. You know what else I loved about this trailer is that we saw Steppenwolf swinging that mighty axe. We saw him attack Themyscira. We saw him attack Atlantis. We heard his voice, but we did not see his face. We saw his body, his horns, the back of his back. We saw how tall he was, but we did not see his face. We just heard his voice. Again, they're keeping the big villain reveal for the film. I sincerely believe that. We got a good tease or a taste of the villain, of Steppenwolf, and I think they're saving his full reveal for the movie, which is great. That's the way it should be. We just got a taste of what's to come, and I love that line that he says in the beginning, like, this world is unprotected. One of the things he says is no lanterns. What do you think that's in reference to? Green Lantern Corps. Obviously, I think the Green Lantern will have a part to play play in this film, whether he's on screen or off screen, and he's just mentioned by name or just in reference to his organization. Obviously, Steppenwolf has encountered the Corps before, and he's encountered Kryptonians apparently before, because he even says, "No Kryptonians." And it's right when looks like Bruce Wayne is looking at a holographic image of what I'm assuming is Superman, like a holographic image of Superman from like a Kryptonian research thing or something like that. But anyway, you know, this trailer showed us a lot of great character moments. We got to see more of Commissioner Gordon. We got to see a lot of Alfred. We didn't see any Lex Luthor. We didn't see any Lois Lane, which I was totally fine with. We certainly didn't see any Superman, and I was really hoping that we wouldn't see Superman because I don't want to see how he's going to return. You know what? I want to keep that for a surprise. And in the final trailer for this, which probably won't be for another couple months, but I really hope that they don't show him at all in the next trailer, if there is a trailer after this. I really hope they keep it a surprise for the film because I'm really excited and pumped and intrigued as to how he's going to return. And there's that line that Batman says, somebody says, it sounds like Alfred, but I think they just used that voice in the trailer. But they say something like, "I don't recognize this world," and Batman says, "You don't have to recognize it, you just have to save it." Or, "We don't have to recognize it, we just have to save it." So I think he's talking to a recently resurrected Superman who may or may not remember who he was in his previous life, only that he's super strong. And Batman's trying to convince him, "Hey, we need your help to stop Steppenwolf and his army of parademons." And then everybody, of course, is speculating, who is Alfred talking to in that final scene? We see like we see some red here on the left shoulder, and obviously that's teasing the possibility that it's Superman. However, that could have just been entirely shot or CG'd for this trailer specifically. For all we know, he could be talking to the Green Lantern or someone else. I don't know if it'll be another surprise superhero, but I think it's entirely possible it's either Superman or the Green Lantern. But either way, I think it's going to be a pretty awesome surprise, whatever it may be. So overall, very good trailer, very exciting stuff. I'm very excited for this movie. I loved the feel and the look of it because it didn't look and feel like a typical Zack Snyder film. It didn't feel dark, it didn't feel gritty, and it didn't feel physically dark with colors, you know, contrasting off one another. You know, it didn't feel like that typical Zack Snyder-esque type of movie. This movie I feel like is going to have a lot more color, a lot more heart and humor to it, and I think any superhero ensemble film should have that, honestly, whether it's Marvel or DC. Well, guys, what did you think of the Justice League trailer? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you have high hopes? Are you still cautiously optimistic? Please feel free to sound off and leave your comments and opinions and feedback down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear from everybody. As usual, please keep it civil and be respectful to one another. You may disagree with one another, of course. We all are entitled to our own opinions. Just please keep it civilized. Thanks again for watching. Justice League hits theaters this November 17th. Stay subscribed to this channel for more updates regarding this movie and many more like it. And check back later for more reaction videos. And if I don't see you again, have a great rest of the night. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.